Welcome to your fairy blessings. This is your psychic reading, fairy blessings reading, oracle card reading. And just to let you guys know, if you would like 3 free minutes with me on Keen, please go ahead and email me down in the description box below. And I will give you all of the details and information. I have to share a link, but I still haven't set it up yet, so I'm going to go ahead and take pre-requests. But in the meantime, so just kind of letting y'all know. Also, if you are on Keen, you can actually get an appointment with me. You can arrange or call. My schedule is on my profile. I will be leaving the links down to my content. I've already done a Romance Angels reading, 2-card pull. I've already done a September reading, 6 cards to 9 card spread, 30 minutes. And these are all videos too, guys. I actually have them already. You can buy them on Keen. And also, if you like this video, you can leave me a tip or a bonus on Keen. I will be leaving the information on how to do that, again, down in the description box below. And also, I'm thinking, is there anything else? Oh, I even put in the preview of the decks that I will be using between now and October in all of those videos on Keen. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, hang on. I almost forgot this card. Uh-oh. So Libra, it's been a crazy ride, but nonetheless, I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh, I'm a little full. I didn't have breakfast. I had a yogurt cup because that's all I have here. And then I have like a grass-fed patty, a hamburger patty. And now I'm feeling it hit my tummy like, oh, I'm so full. And I didn't even have any buns to eat it with. So I just ate the patty and the cheese and a couple of little cut up dill pickles sliced on top because I'm a foodie and I like to make my food look really nice. So hang on just a second here, guys. Let's go ahead and look for Libra. Show me my beautiful Sealy Court. What are the fairy blessings that you have coming in for Libra for the month of September? Show me, please. Hang on. Okay, reversals I don't take in this deck. So if you're new or if you're from Keen, thank you for joining me, but we don't take reversals with this deck because this deck actually is the only one that you're not supposed to read reversals with. So that means that basically whatever this lesson is, it's not ready to come to you yet. You haven't learned something yet, or something hasn't come to you to obtain, to use for that lesson. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty integral working with the Fae. And I love working with the Fae. I've been working with them for a long time. They actually are a part of my ancestry. So in terms of like where I come from in my ancestry. So they're very special to me. Oh, hang on. Oh, Libra. We got Ayani. Oh, blessings of Ayani. Girl, get it. I love working with her. She is awesome. She's done so much for me in terms of glow up. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Hold on. I feel like we need another really good shuffle here. Show me 2 cards, please, my beautiful Fae beings. For Libra, their fairy blessings for September 2022. Oh, let's see. Is it upright? Oh, yes. These are the energies I'm talking about. I love working with these energies. Oh my gods. They are amazing. So I love how you just hear the tone of my voice shift when I'm so excited when I work with these cards. Like these cards, and honestly, working with the Fae, I have this energy all the time. I think that's why people gravitate to me because it's like Fae energy is sometimes life of the party energy. But they're also really kind and gentle when they need to be with you, but then they can also really make you turn your head and regret, saying what you said and making you, eat your foot in your mouth. So you got to be careful when you work with the Fae, but I love them because they're always, astrology is about teachable moments about you, but the Fae are about teachable moments in the real 3D world because we share our world with them. And I think that's what makes the connection to them so very, very special because of the veil. And now the veil is the thinnest, so their presence actually might be a little bit more known lately because of that. Now, the very first card we have is the Fae. Now, some people think she's a goddess. I'm gonna call her Fae goddess because I also have Lucy Cavendish's Dragon Fae Oracle deck, and Ioni makes an appearance in this as well. But the meaning behind that card and this one are completely different. So this is Ioni when she's completely in her Fae ethereal realm of the 3D. The Dragon Fae is when she has to ascend to a higher realm and form. Okay. So if I ever decide to do my Dragon Fae readings with you guys, I will let y'all know. But um, I was thinking of pulling it for Mercury retrograde, but something told me not to this month. And now I know why. Because Ioni for Libra is here. Now, Ioni is a goddess actually of what Libra likes to do, what Libra rules over in terms of partnership and love and romance. It's basically like she is the Celtic version of Venus, but she also has this interesting spiel to her because she's not just like sweet and loving. And we know Aphrodite could be pretty like, get wrecked in the Greek mythology and even in the Roman mythology, she could too. And most goddesses that deal with romantic love, passionate love that leads to you know, love and romance in the physical form, what happens is sometimes they also rule over war or they are partnered up with a masculine war figure. But Ioni is very different. She is about you sharing yourself for yourself because you want to be out through consent. And if anyone goes against that, she comes at them like a freaking viper. I love her. She takes them down a peg too. I love her for that because she experienced a horrific event that happened to her in her own mythology that she then got her own justice for herself. And but the important thing is it's not just about the justice, it's about what she represents in this deck. And in this deck, she represents love and romance, but coming from a space of because it's time for you to connect. It's time for us to share ourselves with one another. It's time for us to join in and be one because that's what we want with the person we want, also because they want us. So it's kind of this form of love. It's a physical form of love, but it also goes into the deeper aspects of love and partnership, which I talked about this in the full moon reading for the general signs because I did two. I did one for Virgo and then I did one for the signs, a general one. And the truth is the astrology is really backing this up this month for you guys, Libra, because even though your 12th house is Virgo, you're having to think a lot about your partnerships, about where you ended them, where you began them. And Juno is currently retrograde in Pisces with um the moon in Pisces. And there's also one other planet in there. But see, Juno talks about marriage. Here, Ioni's not talking about marriage. She's talking about romance in terms of romance and commitment because you want to commit despite the official, whatever. It's about sharing ourselves with one another because we not only desire intimacy, but we are willing to be intimate with another. And that in itself is it's a beautiful gift if you are sharing it with the correct person. And for anyone who you share that is untoward to you, I'm telling you, Ioni's going to come and make her presence known to them, and it might not be in a good way, but for you, it is a blessing nonetheless. So, also, my other favorite Fae Queen that I love to work with is Queen Mab. Now, this is Mab in her seat of power, and it's a blessing from Queen Mab. Mab is the Fae queen that comes in when you absolutely need her to help not only exert your power, because here's the thing, she's powerful too, right? Ioni is powerful in this type of quiet, resilient, emotional intimacy, physical intimacy type of way, which is very, very reserved in most cultures. Only it's meant to be treated as sacred. And of course, she's treating it as sacred too, but it's also done in a free space of where if there are commitments, if there aren't, it's okay. It's all about what you decide, you see? Whereas Mab comes in with a power of, I sit on this throne, I rule this realm, but I don't have to throw it in your face. I am in my power because I have learned about power, because I know how to not only maintain my power out of fear, but how I can make the correct moves to where we are all empowered as well. And that is very powerful in of itself when you learn this with Queen Mab. And the fact that she's here, she's giving you a Fey blessing of power, but she's also going to be rebalancing the scales. I have seen Mab come in when I have worked with this card in times in my life where people were, this is actually in the spring, where people were constantly trying to like mess things up in my life on purpose to make me feel as though I was powerless and that things were my fault. It's a type of it's crazy, but they were doing that, and but I would be like, no, because I took these steps. This doesn't make sense. This isn't lining up, and then this card would pull every time out of the jumper, the deck. You know, every time I'd pull from the deck and do a jumper, she'd come out. So I realized, okay, it's not me, it's others that are trying to disempower me, but she's letting me know I still have the key. I didn't give it away. The minute I allow others to take my power away is the minute that it is truly gone. Okay. But it's not also just about power and being seated on a throne, because in order to be a Fey queen or a Fey king, because there are many different types. There are elves, there's fairies in terms of the ones with wings. There's the dragon Fey, there are the dragons in the dragon realm too. And there are also the dwarves and the brownies and all of the other Fey beings, sprites too, you know, the woodland ladies and the knights that, you know, are that we read about in the mythology of the Fey. They are a part of these courts. And, you know, Mab is much to be known about a queen of the nighttime in terms of where she comes in, but she also comes in when we need rest and repose. And Libra, I think this is perfect. I think before you make any rash decisions, you need to rest on your laurels. I normally wouldn't tell other signs that, but this month with Virgo being where it is, the Mercury being retrograde being where it is with Juno, and then you're having these divine feminine energies come in to give you all of this incredible power, but not just power in of itself to have it, but power in of itself to use in vulnerability, but also in a way to where you can finally rule your own life on your own terms without someone meddling. It's beautiful, but you have to know how to use it, who to share that with, and what you want to build with it. Because it's one thing to just get these blessings and use them, but you're not using them correctly. And so the thing is if you want to work with these Fey goddesses, goddess and the queen, you've got to know how to work with them. And honestly, working with them is learning a lot about yourself and where you are, but also having patience for yourself when you are not where you need to be. Instead of being frustrated, Libra, and saying, oh my God, I'm not where I need to be. Like, be kind to yourself. If it's one thing I've learned with working with the Fae is, yeah, they will, you know, they'll make you laugh, they'll make you cry, they'll give you like consoling hugs. And yeah, if they get upset and they teach you one a thing or two about yourself, and you might not like it, but you learn from it. And it's kind of interesting, you know, everybody's always afraid of the Fae, but the truth is when you begin to work with them, you learn about honor and respect, which is something in this world we seem to have lost. But in, oh my goodness, hold on. Sorry, hold on, guys. That is so annoying. Sorry, these people have been calling me all day, and it's not over anything important that I already don't know about, and they don't leave a message. So I'm like, just, you know, excuse that. But it's like, can they not right now? I'm in the middle of something. This is important to me, and honor and respect. Again, these people have been calling me all day. No honor, no respect. Because if they had trust, they would just leave me a voicemail and I would call back and leave it at that. See? but obviously they don't leave a voicemail, so it's not really that important, but they're calling me to bother me to make it seem like it is important when it is a big deal, but it's not like it's not pressing when I'm, you know, doing some. Oh, no, that's the timer for the video to end. But you see what I'm saying? Like, if they had the honor, respect, and trust, they would just leave me a voicemail and know that I would call them and work the situation out. But they don't. And it's like, okay, well, you're disrespecting my time by harassing me, calling me all times a day. I'm aware of, what we've got to do, but you need to back off. And see, that's where Mab kind of comes in and says, yo, I got you. I'm gonna get these people to back off real quick. Hang on. And she works it out. She actually does work the situation out for you for everyone's highest good. So does Ayani, but it's mainly to defend you and when others do you wrong. So I want you to think about that, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you would like the 3 free minute session with me, go ahead and email me down in the description box below. I will give you the details. And definitely check out my other video links that I will be leaving for the pay to view video content that I have already posted. I will talk to you later. I love you so much, Libra. Bye.